streets. Pour my heart on the beat. See that blood on my sheets. Yeah, when we ready, me hit it heavy. I zoom out the pride of my people already. Them I see Ellie. Me, I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful that people they hear me. Tribe of Joseph, I'm ahead of the bunch. P5, I was starving for months. A running cutscene, but on my pockets, me need my DNA. Baby for lunch, but we call me a star before BBC. Don't take a lot to get rid of me. Me and them don't get the same. Me and them don't get the same. Boy, that they gonna know the name is. They say I move like I'm nameless. Cause I only come for the money bags. And I don't really wanna be famous, man. You know what's up? You know what's up? You pretend, you gonna lie. We don't be gang. You know what's up?
We going crazy, we at the top and we never gonna stop. Hop in a ghost, I'ma get crazy. I just got off of the jet and I cry. I win and I lie. I be on go cause I come from the shot. I'm shooting back, I ain't ducking no shots. Got power like Samson, I cut off the locks. Shabak, Timmer, in the cut like I'm Fredo Santana. Uju Banton, I hop in the Bama, the world is mine. I'm Tony Montana, I'm Pelican Fly. Diamonds on me cause I'm rapping a rock. I'ma go hard, I ain't killing them soft. I'm up in the hills, I feel like I'm Lauren, you ready or not? I like who got businesses, I'm seed.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Miami Dolphins. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Right out of the gates, Lance going to the air. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. They will bring it back. It's a pick. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this home. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Looking to throw again on second down. Lance. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. This defense for the Dolphins, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
Even better than that, they pitched a shutout in that game, and I'm telling you, trust me on this one. That's a confidence builder for the rest of the season. When you get a defense that puts together a performance like that this early in the year, well, that sends notice to the rest of the NFL and spreads confidence throughout the locker room that they're going to be a force to be reckoned with.
And Lance going to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Waddle now to return it. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Dolphin football. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some room to it. There he goes, right side. 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with prior to the game. They always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, it gives like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 18 yards, 1st down Niners.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 36. In motion left goes a tight end. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Down to about the 32.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Lance. This will be caught at Samuel. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Lance on target to Samuel for a Niner first. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have got it back to within a score. Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring them down to the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 92 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
Here we go. Strike.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. And that one results in 35 yards.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Now Tua going to try and sneak it. And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Almost want to go Shakespeare here. My kingdom for a yard. Quarterback sneak, nothing doing.
Better be careful. Shakespeare might sue you.
Yeah, he might come get me, right? Good luck with that, Bard.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now their defense came through to the goal line. Stan got them the ball back. Let's see what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. Goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
That one 28 yards on the ground. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Okay,
here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw, it's Lance.
Going for the deep ball.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that. That would have been a good play, but he could not pull it in.
Every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Able to haul it in is Kittle, and he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Lance and Kittle in sync for the 49er first.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
Dancing to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now.
Right. Like you. Let's go. Black shot. 6 seconds. Ready.
On 2nd and 11 now.
Lance, he'll fire this deep for Ayuk. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Tua to Tyreek for the Miami first.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Dolphins go up by 2 touchdowns.
Sanders now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready, set.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 75 yards. And the Niners get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Zerline connects on the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Miami.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields it in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. And you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores.
He's got a man, complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation.
Lance now to throw.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
On second down, McCaffrey. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They got it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal.
Here's Lance. Well, Lance throws the interception, his 3rd.
Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. He's at the 40, the 20. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Ready, go.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to get stopped at the line of scrimmage. The defense holds here on the final play of the half. So the 2 teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Dolphins in front. front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it, and in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's second down.
Hey, check, ready?
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Check you.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. Sanders' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
Make sure you guys have the kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And Lance will try again on second down. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From midfield, here's Lance. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10.
Again, it's Lance. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Now Lance. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Throwing now is Lance. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now Lance again. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 21. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Throwing on first down is Lance. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 16 yards on the play as they try to chip away at this 16-point deficit.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Trey Lance, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Niners are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. They go with McCaffrey. And he is in for the 2 points. And they're back within a score as the lead's cut to 8. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. 114 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, they're going to run for it here. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape, and that is not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the 49ers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They're going to try and run for it. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They fake the handoff, now Tua. Deep ball for Goodwin. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the #2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game and say, I don't care that they're #2. Let's go ahead and show them that we can run the ball anyway? Or do you do the best thing and throw the darn thing and try and get in the end zone?
Maybe that's wiser. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So a big one coming now for Jason Sanders. This for the lead in the final stages. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Okay, right.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Lance looking to throw it.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. I don't know that those medium to 5-ish-yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn into a big game.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Lance looking to throw. Finding Samuel.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Lance back to throw. Completes it to Samuel.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 29-yard line. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Here's Lance. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins have just about sewn up this football game.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect it. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Got a man, it's Waddle, complete.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And we
talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into point. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Dolphins, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Niners, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals.